Gentlemen, we are back again once more with the ultimate no prep challenge. Back again. It feels like it's been a long time since we've done on PC. I know. I want to say last time we did the European special, and we had some really cool folks hanging out with us doing that. Joining me today, we got some cool folks. Of course, returning as always is Chris, otherwise known as ThanksSkeleton. Always good to have you back, buddy.
Woo! I'm here. I'm glad.
And new face joining us this week, we have ARTAJ, freshly vetted. How are you, sir?
Doing awesome, man.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Looking forward to it. Cool. And of course, I'm Uriah. I've been here since the beginning. But yeah, let's get into this thing as we do, as is tradition. We've got the list up here. ARTAJ, of course, being brave and throwing his hat into the gauntlet to GM this thing potentially. So we'll get right into it. I'll be honest, this kind of setup is one of my favorites. Just having like 3 players, one GM, 2 players. That is some of my favorite setup for roleplay. So I'm really looking forward to it. But let's see, Chris, can you give us a D8, please?
Of course. Here we go.
Get a tone established.
Let's get it.
Dramatic.
Cool. Dramatic. Awesome. ARTAJ, you have Sophie's dice set up?
I got some dice set up. Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you mind rolling a D20 for me, please?
That's a 3.
3. Academia. Dramatic
Ooh.
academia. Okay.
Mm.
All right. And I will go ahead and roll. I'll roll a D6. It'll be between 1 and 2. It'll be myself. 3 and 4. It'll be Chris. And then 5 to 6 will be ARTAJ. Everybody cool with that?
Let's do it.
Okay. Boom. Chris.
All right. Let's do it.
It is you, my friend.
Okay. Dramatic academia.
Wiping the sweat from my forehead right now, dude.
Yeah.
Chill.
Let's dramatic.
Y'all have had dramatic before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, we've had dramatic several times.
Dramatic.
So the big thing I'm thinking of, do we want this to be kind of like an action movie that is set in academia? Or do we want this to be social conflict between 2 academics? Those are kind of like 2 different options I'm thinking of.
Sure. Well, I think we already have action as a tone, and that's meant to be more of that action movie. Granted, we've kind of blurred the lines a little bit before in the past, where we get dramatic, but it turns into an action movie.
Gotcha.
For me, when I think of dramatic, it's less action and more. I'm thinking like theater dramatic. I'm thinking like personal conflict.
Yeah,
something a little more, personal.
Yeah, we could do something like that. I'm trying to sort of put it in my mind because I want to say I'm trying to remember who put academia on the list.
I think I suggested it.
Oh, did you?
It might have been a white collar-ish.
Oh, okay.
I think we were talking about stuff like that.
Yeah, we were kind of shooting around that idea.
What does that mean?
So, yeah, white collar means just kind of like a lot of the stuff we've been doing is like fantasy or science fiction. This is kind of like set in the real world with kind of like high stakes, but in a kind of like a more realistic world.
Sure.
So that's what I was thinking of. So one kind of thing that we could have is we could have an investigation.
Sure.
So there's some sort of conflict involving an investigation, and the stakes are very high if you're found guilty of that.
Sure.
So that's kind of like an idea of how do we kind of like get going hit the ground running, so to speak. Do you guys have any ideas of academic characters or characters in academia?
Academia meaning like a university, right?
Yeah, sure, university.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm not. I'm good. That's my thing. Is I clarify every single thing, man, just perfect. So I'm clear.
So I'm thinking there's a university setting, and there's some sort of an investigation, and you two are either academics, or you're administrators, or you're students, or something like that, or you're involved in the running of the university somehow.
I like the idea of one of us being like either a professor or some other, like teacher. And one of us, because if we're going sort of the investigator side, one of us could sort of be an outside, like an actual investigator as a profession. So there's sort of those two sides of, being in and being out.
Gotcha.
That could be one. First thing that popped into my head is I mean, I think the power dynamic of that is interesting.
Yeah.
I also think I was thinking of if one of us was a TA, and you were then you were the professor, I was the TA. I think that's a cool dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
The question then becomes, how do we want to start things? Because if it's a case of if I'm the TA, or if I'm the professor and you're the TA, do we want to start the investigation as already like a thing, like it's already happening, or is it something like we start off finding out what's happened and we're kind of thrown into it at the very beginning, that sort of thing?
Oh. Either way could be good.
Sure.
Role-playing the inciting incident would be good.
So the more that I think about these sorts of things and kind of these, because investigator types of things are tricky because you don't want to solve the thing before you begin. Sure, that was something that we talked about whenever we were prepping for Chaos Ensues. It was like, do we want to solve this? We're trying not to before it starts.
Do you have an idea for an alternate conflict, or like maybe somebody's stealing ideas? Or
no, I love the investigator idea. I think we should devote more of our time, mine and ARTAJ's time, to coming up with our characters. And I think it'll be cooler if we're sort of left in the dark more so about what's happening.
Okay.
Like if it's a thing where we're kind of walking in on whatever happened, or like we're finding it shortly after it happened, us kind of being kept in the dark is going to fuel more of that in the moment. Because instead of it being a thing of like we have to just pretend, and I guess that's what we're doing here, right? But instead, like connecting our like the player's knowledge with the character's knowledge, and kind of keeping us in the dark, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay, well, how about setting? I think this should be University of Washington.
Cool.
Oh.
What field would you say you guys are in? Any ideas? What sings to you?
What era are we thinking? Because I don't know if I necessarily want to go total modern, like 2025.
Sure.
I tend to default more to like maybe like early 2000s, like flip phone era, that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I can roll with that.
Okay. Early 2000s.
University of Washington. That's so funny. I have a friend who lives so close to there.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I live in Seattle, so
Oh, really?
So I know that place well.
My friend goes to Seattle U. Okay, that makes sense that you would pick that.
Yeah. Okay. any idea of fields? What kind of we doing? Art? We doing archaeology?
I think my guy is a professor of
whatever it is. I want my TA to just like be in a different field.
Sure.
But taking your class for fun.
Sure. Okay. Then so if it's for fun, then let's do poetry.
Poetry.
Poets. Poetry. Let's call it like Shakespearean poetry of the like I'm a professor of Shakespeare's early works or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever lets me quote King Lear.
I'm thinking of. I think I'm gonna do a math major.
Okay.
Who's taking a poetry class. Yeah.
And I just want to say hello to Elf Hunter and Andrew. Thanks for hopping in, fellas.
Hello.
Coming up with names is the hardest part.
I'm trying to think. I'm 21 years old. I don't know if I'm doxing myself there. So if we're doing early 2000s, I'm not like 100%, there. I'm thinking like culturally, I'm not going to be 100% there.
We're kind of getting a resurgence of that these days as far as like fashion goes.
Sure.
Just think about the life that you live now with thicker TVs and stupider
dial-up and floppy disks.
Less emphasis on like internet.
Maybe not floppy disks. That might be a little bit. That's like
USB LimeWire, right?
Yes,
torrenting.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Close enough.
Viruses on your.
Yeah.
I gotta step away for just 1 second, you guys.
You're good, pal.
Sure.
Let's see. I need a name. Faraday. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Change my name up here.
Okay. Now, how do I go about changing my name? There you go. I found it.
I hope this all shows up. Ooh, nope, 50 characters. We'll just shorten it to English professor. There we go. Elf Hunter astutely observing the background that I have. Reference to the classic internet meme.
I don't recognize it, but
you don't remember the troll song?
That's from that video?
Yeah.
What am I looking at, dude?
It's the background that the guy stood in front of.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I see.
If you go watch the original video of the guy singing, he's standing in front of something like this.
I see.
And it has at least the screenshot that I pulled off the internet and edited with ChatGPT has the little the news thing at the top corner.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. The very same.
What else should we be prepping and thinking about? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm coming up with some NPC names, some locations. So that's what I'm doing. Do you guys feel like anything needs to be answered in order to play your characters, or
how long have I been your TA?
Let's say, well, I guess I would ask in response to that, what year is your character? How long has he been in university?
I think sophomore makes sense.
Okay. So let's say the semester is winding down. Semester is winding down. You've been my TA for the whole semester.
And what is the specific vibe of University of Washington? That would be there.
I guess the vibe is there's a lot of tech money, but I don't think it would go to the poetry department. That's kind of like that's
a good underlying tone.
That's kind of like one part of the framing that I would do is kind of like there's a party going on and it's not clear if the literature department is invited. The poetry department is
I like
invited.
that. I like that.
That's a vibe.
Or it could be sort of thing like, you know, because I envision Matthew as being sort of an older fella.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe he's like a tenured professor,
mm-hmm.
but they have like this newer, like I was sort of shuffled off onto poetry because they couldn't fire me. Now they have like this new younger professor who's, you know, sort of like the Indiana Jones of the wing. You know, he's all the girls love him and all that sort of stuff.
Oh gosh. Man, early 2000s fashion was funny.
Yeah. You get into like, well, I mean, you look at like the crunk era, like Little John, and you know, like the really baggy jeans and like, you know, the wife beater, and then you get to like scene fashion, where it's like goth and like the girls with like the pink hair that came across their face and the Hello Kitty.
Yep.
the roar means I love you and dinosaur, that whole shtick. DC shoes, you know, like they're really
Paramore.
Yes, yeah, loved Paramore.
Okay. I'm thinking my guy is... He's a math major. He's not going out to these parties.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably got friends who are going. Sure. But he's not going.
Like all his friends are just losers. Like they just have no future.
Yeah, I think my friends are definitely bad influences. For sure.
Okay.
I'm thinking I got a friend. His name's Aiden. He's we can say he's like a IT major.
Sure. I dig it.
He's one of these guys who goes to all these parties. He's my long-time childhood friend, but I kind of veered off into math. He went into IT.
Okay. So just to clarify, you're a math major that is working as a TA for Matthew?
Indeed.
For his poetry class? Okay. Gotcha.
And the only reason you're my TA is because my name starts with math.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty. What's the freaking word? That's stupid. I think
Maddox is good at poetry, or
Maddox
is, you know,
what if he's like
got a talent for it?
What if he's really into like battle rap?
Battle rap?
Like,
oh, dude, I can't rap. Don't make me.
You don't have to rap. I'm just saying, like, you really enjoy battle rap,
right? You're not a rapper, but you enjoy it.
Maybe that's like a bond we have.
When did 8 Mile come out?
Like
2002. Yeah, dude. He's a big fan of 8 Mile.
Watching like Smack DVD and like.
When did the iPod come out, dude? Oh no, they're definitely doing Walkman. They got Walkmans, right? Is it iPods or they're called Walkmans, right?
iPods came out in 01. So they'd definitely be iPods, especially in college.
iPods, especially in University of Washington.
Spending all daddy's money.
Oh yeah.
Make me sick.
See, the difference is too, when I was like 10, I was in the Philippines, so it's slightly different.
It's like an even bigger divide.
It's a little bit of a bigger cultural divide in that way. But man, American culture is like globalized. So even then, I was listening to Eminem on my iPod.
Of course. Been around the block.
How old is Matthew?
Late 50s.
Late 50s. Okay, so he's still not in his 70s or something like that.
No, not that much.
Okay.
I'm probably 20.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Man, I wonder what kind of prep he's doing right now.
So I'm just the prep I'm doing is I'm thinking of kind of like locations. So those are just kind of like spots that I think might come up. Are you guys ready to rumble?
Yeah, I would say let's kind of give us a starting point at least. Maybe it's like, I've
got a location. If that's what you're asking for.
Yeah.
So the game plan is basically we're not quite sure what the investigation is about, but we're going to feel it out through roleplay.
Sure. Yeah. You'll kind of give us the inciting incident, or sort of in the course of whatever happens, you'll ham it in there wherever it needs to be, and then we can go from there.
Okay. I'll do that. And we'll start in.
I should also mention my guy walks with a cane.
Like
a fancy cane.
Maddox is a heavy smoker.
Nice.
For sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get it started then. Ice and snow blankets the University of Washington campus. Deep within the center of the campus, a somewhat decrepit building stands, the basement levels filled with literature students. The desk calendar inside a dimly lit classroom shows December 17th, near the end of the winter term. A clock reads 3:48 p.m. Maddox is wrapping up the end of his class that he is leading.
And don't forget, standing Maddox red flannel, gloves on the desk behind him, graded papers in his hand, passing him out as students file. Don't forget to put in your course evaluation forms for Professor Faraday. And if you have any questions, just hit me up, all right? As I hand out files.
Seated behind a desk in one corner, cluttered books all around. I'm staring over top my spectacles at Maddox, continuing to write some things down on a pad with a pen.
A student raises her hand, and Rebecca begins to speak. Mr. Maddox, Professor Maddox, can you? I had a couple questions about the last section of one of these poems. Do you have office hours or anything like that, Maddox?
I scratch my face. Rebecca, how many times did I say, bro? Just Maddox. And it's literally 13 weeks into the term and you don't know when hours? Sure.
Well, I'm sorry, I lost the paper that said the schedule.
Oh, Christ. Can someone show her when working hours are? I hand out papers, rubbing my eyes.
I stand up from my desk, setting down the pad, walking behind Maddox, put a hand on his shoulder. Hey now, that's no way to talk to a lady. I turn to Rebecca. You know that office hours are from the end of the day, so about a couple minutes from now, all the way up till about 5:30. Just come on by. We'll help you get it all straightened out.
Thank you so much. I just want everything to work out for my next course.
I hand out the last paper. All right, Prof. I think I'm fixing to head out of here. And I turn around, start heading to my desk.
I sort of nodding and sort of under my breath, I chuckle. Professor Maddox. How do you like the sound of that?
Hell no. Poetry too? How do you forget? Why do you need extra help with poetry? I mean, the class is damn easy. As I sling my giant sport bag on my back.
The remaining students file out their papers in hand. Rebecca looks awkwardly. Can I just talk to you now, or should I talk to Professor? Sorry, I forgot your name. It's just that I've been taking all the courses with Maddox, so I forgot. Sorry.
I grin.
Professor?
Yes, ma'am. I extend a hand to shake hers. And Professor Matthew Faraday. I must say it's a testament to the quality of your work that students are forgetting my name and remembering yours.
I rub my eyes, don't respond, and walk over towards Professor Faraday's desk.
So, Rebecca, was there anything you said you needed some help on some things?
So the language that this course has been a real struggle for me because kind of like the Shakespearean language has been so difficult. But she kind of like reaches into her bag and shuffles some papers and then pulls out something. So the beginning part of All the World's a Stage. It starts with all the world's a stage, and the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. She looks kind of like awkwardly between Professor Faraday and Maddox. What does that mean?
I look over to Maddox. You want to take this one?
Sitting now on Matthew's chair, feet kicked up on his desk. I was bumming a cigarette, trying to hide it. What does it mean?
Yeah, like the language is a little hard to follow. She slides.
Read it again.
Okay. All the world's a stage, and the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time. Oh, what? Oh. She looks wide-eyed at you.
All the world's a stage.
Yeah.
What are you confused about?
Like, it's about acting.
It's poetry. It could mean anything. What else is it about besides acting, do you think?
I stand to my feet, walking over to the large chalkboard. And I say, Rebecca, did you ever see the film Me, Myself, and Irene starring Jim Carrey?
I saw it in theaters a couple months ago.
Excellent. I began to draw a sort of hastily scribbled caricature of Jim Carrey as his character Hank in the film. Jim Carrey plays the part of the well-to-do beat cop. He's a very mild-mannered individual. But as the story progresses, you should remember that he has these fits of identity crisis, and he begins to change the kind of person that he is, and it plays its part throughout the different moments in the story. In the same way, you and I, all of us, live on the stage of life, and we play different parts. I, myself, although I'm your humble, poetic poetry professor, I was once a young person like yourself. I was once like Maddox, living a life of leisure, not thinking about what the future holds, bumming cigarettes in the middle of the classroom when we're not supposed to be smoking indoors. It's okay, Maddox.
No one stopped me, much less you.
But as the play of life continues, these parts change. We are still the same actors and actresses, the same players in the scene, but our parts change as we change. Does that make sense?
I think I get it.
I clap my hands in response to that.
Give a sarcastic side eye.
So just want to pass the course. So I hope that, me being engaged and really trying to ask the real questions shows how much I want to pass the course, even though I did pretty bad on the midterms. Professor.
I look her up and down and say, Rebecca, you play your part well. Worry not. I sort of rest a gentle hand on her shoulder. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
What if I don't, though? So my parents have been really mad at me. So I really want to pass the course. Is there any way that I could do extra credit? Or I could, help you with...
I look over to
my parents are like, I
interrupt her. I take my feet down from on the desk and I push off. I snub the cigarette on the desk, standing up. Come here, Rebecca. I got this, Matt.
Rebecca leans over in interest towards Maddox.
I can regrade your midterm, okay? On one condition.
Mm-hmm.
Just write an analysis on the one stanza, okay? Doesn't have to be fancy. Just write down like a simple analysis. It's poetry. And then I'll let you retake your midterm. How's that?
Okay. How many words do you want? How many pages?
1 page.
Okay.
2 pages. 2 pages, Rebecca.
2 pages. Okay, Mr. Maddox. I'll send that to you. I'll have it printed out and I'll send it to you next week.
I'd say by the end of the week.
Okay. I can, I can skip the party tonight and I can do it.
I tap her on the shoulder and I say, all right, get out of here.
All right. And and Rebecca walks out of the classroom.
Sit down in my chair, gathering up some things in a briefcase. It was some mighty fine work you did there, Maddox. Say, she mentioned a party. Yeah? You know anything about that?
I look at him. What about it? Are you gonna go?
No, there's a faculty get together happening at the 2 trees down the street.
Okay.
How old are you, Maddox?
How old are you? That's rude.
Older than you.
Well, it's been 15 weeks and you don't know how old I am? You could probably guess.
You're about 21, 22.
Yeah. And I turn, I pick up the cig that I bummed and chuck it into the bin in the corner. I sling my JanSport on my back. I don't like parties.
I don't blame you. Grabbing my briefcase. Yeah, they're all filled with a bunch of belligerent no-goods and drugs and all those sorts of nasty things. There's no sophistication.
Is it against the Bible to do drugs? Like, does it say anything about that?
Tucking my copy of a King James Bible under my arm. Yes. Scripture teaches us to be sober-minded, to be always vigilant and always ready for whatever gets thrown at our way. Reliance on substances is it's a no good way to live one's life.
sober-minded, but is that literal or metaphorical? Because I mean, I feel sober-minded most of the time.
I walk around the desk, walking towards him. Well, it's both. You see, the Bible uses a lot of poetic language to get its points across. But what's most important is not just what you do, but where you put your faith.
So it's not that important. Thanks, Professor. And I start walking towards the door.
I'm following up behind him. Maddox, would you care to come with me to the Two Trees? It's a bar. It's where the faculty meeting is happening. They get together.
Okay, sober-minded. Like you're going to a bar.
Hey, just because I'm standing in a garage doesn't make me a car. Now, come on.
All right.
I open the door for him.
The colder air from the classroom building hallways floats into your face. Standing right outside the door, holding a manila folder, is Richard Wilson, a admin for the poetry department. He has a grim look on his face. He ignores Maddox and makes eye contact with Matthew with a frown.
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
It's not great. We need to talk.
Oh, I look at the professor. Matthew, do you want me to wait outside?
Rick interrupts. I don't think you should be involved in this. This is between the two of us.
I turn to Maddox. Just wait outside.
I nod and I hold the door open for the admin.
I follow behind him as he walks in.
As I shut the door, I linger right at the door, looking around, see if anyone's looking at me, and lean up just so I can try to hear what they're talking about.
I stop just inside of the door, sort of off to a corner, returning the somber gaze that he's giving me. So what's going on?
So last year, Jeffrey Zaz, one of your students, won a contest, a national contest about Shakespearean analysis, and we all congratulated you. We put it in the newsletter. We celebrated. We had a big dinner for you. Certain things have come to light recently. There's an accusation that he didn't actually write the analysis, and it was you. The investigation is ongoing, and you don't have to say anything without representation, but I need to give this to you. He hands you a manila folder. I think it's up to you if you want to attend the staff meeting, because there's a lot for you to think about. He looks expectantly at you.
I give a long, pregnant pause. Jeffrey Zaz. You're speaking of the individual several years ago who was a part of my class, yes? that Jeffrey Zaz?
He's taken several of your courses. Most recently was last year. He took Shakespeare Poetry 3 with you. He's still on campus. He's still a student. We take this pretty seriously. He may eventually be suspended for plagiarism or dishonesty. But yes, that Jeffrey Zaz.
I sort of give him an amused look. And might I ask what the reason they believe he is taken upon some dishonesty?
He confessed.
I hold the envelope in my hand, the folder. Let me look over this.
Take all the time you need. Like I said, you don't have to make a statement now, but we'll circle back next week. With that, Richard, his face grim, turns away and opens the door, revealing Maddox standing there. He ignores him and walks out.
I swing the door open, slam it behind me. Oh, what are you? What was that? What was that, Matt?
I look to Maddox, flip open the cover of the folder, look at what's immediately inside.
The account written there, it's addressed to you. It is a statement drafted by the literature college, saying that there is an investigation of dishonesty and plagiarism ongoing with Jeffrey Zaz as a student and you as a professor. It underlines that the investigation is serious, and the dishonesty of this scope could be grounds of removing your tenure.
That nerd, Jeffrey Zaz? Jeffrey Zaz, his dad donated to the University of Washington like $2 million. Everybody knows this, the Zaz.
Without a word, I shut the envelope and, without speaking to Maddox, I begin to walk back towards my office rather quickly.
What about being sober-minded? Let's go get sober at the bar. I thought you had a meeting.
No time for that. You coming or not?
Oh, jeez. Coming where? And I start walking, following him.
I walk past the classroom, down the hallways, around a corner into this very small, diminutive, absolutely cluttered mess of an office, mirroring much of that of the classroom itself. The clutter scattered everywhere. I plop myself down in a rickety old chair, begin to open up file cabinets, thumbing through, looking for the draft of the paper that Zaz wrote.
This is really organized.
Success. Pull out a folder all the way down at the Z's. Super easy to find. Boom. Slam it down on the desk. Start flipping through. They're claiming that Zaz plagiarized his paper. Super nerdy stuff that you probably don't care anything about, but you know, these English types, they get pretty riled up when you mess around with academics like this.
I walk over to the door, crack it open, scan the hallway to see if anyone's watching or following us.
A secretary is walking the halls. She sees you and gives you a little wave. Hi there, Maddox.
Hi, Miss Lou. And I close the door. And should I lock it? I say to Matt.
Not listening to him, I'm typing on a keyboard, going through my database of digital scans of these papers, a few of which I've transcribed into writing for the sake of the application. I begin to scour through notes that I've also looked through and found. Look over to Maddox. That large book on the shelf there, hand that to me, please. Typing away still.
I shrug, lock the door, and walk over to the folder. As I deliver it to him, I go, right. Whoever that Jeffrey kid is, definitely probably before my time, flumping the file down, pushing it to him. It's definitely BS, right, Professor?
Well, I'm looking through. I've pulled up I pulled up my submission many years ago when I was a student. I pull up my submission and I compare it to his. I begin to compare the two of them.
There's a bench outside, Professor, that's got the Zaz's freaking family lineage on there. As I sit down across from him.
Yeah, and old Thomas won't let anybody get near it half the time. Why don't you pull up a chair? Hey, and they got that. I got that other computer there. It's a little slow, but I don't know. Make yourself useful.
I nod and do so, sitting down, pulling the computer to me, start typing away.
The topic of Zaz's analysis of Venus and Adonis, the poem of Shakespeare. Looking over his final version, his submitted version, it is breathtakingly well written. The word choice, the diction, scrolling over the words, the structure is very easy to follow, and very convincing. You scroll back to your own submission from 1992, a totally different topic, an analysis of a lover's complaint. They seem different.
Makes no sense. Maddox,
I take the papers, reading them. Give me that.
I slide it over.
Upon noticing the same thing,
go ahead and make an ingenuity, Maddox.
failure?
The topics are totally different. You see the same thing that Matthew saw.
Why do they think that I wrote this? And why would he say that I did?
Yeah, I have no clue. Did the manila folder have like an analysis, a comparison between the two?
I flip back over to it, looking through.
There's a small section that details the specific wrongdoing alleged, which is that his submission was written by you for him.
Why in the world would they say that my... I point over to beside the desk. Maddox, that SD card right there, put it into the reader. That should have some of my old documents on it.
I scratch my nose. Okay. And reach for the SD card, kind of fumble on the side of the laptop, push it in, start scrolling through.
I'm thumbing through Zaz's older works, things that he had written around the same time as the submission. I pull out another separate work, not even related to, but another argumentative analysis work. I stand up, walk over towards Maddox, set it down beside him.
Professor, I think you gave me the wrong SD card. What is World of Warcraft?
Oh, I quickly click the X. Sorry about that. And the card ejects. Too much time wasted on that.
Okay.
I fiddle.
I never heard of that.
Oh, believe me, it is a world of imagination. And I plug in another one.
Okay. And I
the awkward, halting, and ill-conceived words of Jeffrey Zaz's earlier works flash upon the screen. Spelling mistakes, errors of punctuation, even beyond what you would expect for a literature student. A mark in the upper right corner shows the grade that was assessed for this paper. C.
Professor, if there's anything I hate more than my nicotine addiction, it's spelling it's wrong. I mean, he just does it wrong like 20 times in a row here. It's if you do it's and there's an apostrophe, it is. And if it's no apostrophe, it's possessive.
Glaring green squiggles beneath the errors reflect outwards from the screen.
I look at the two pieces. It definitely wasn't me that wrote it. I stand up looking at this draft page.
So there's nothing to worry about then, right, Prof? I mean, we just show him this. Right. Should be fine.
But then it becomes his word against ours. If anything, that's even more damning evidence because, well, he certainly didn't write this, as I point to the submission draft of Zaz's work. I don't know. Maybe we should get out of here. Get some fresh air. Get my mind off of it. I don't know.
Should we just leave all this stuff here, Professor?
I'll just lock it up. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Come on, let's go to the two trees. I stand up.
Okay.
You are 21, right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Okay.
I pull out a pack from the inside of my sweater and light up, and I offer one to the professor.
Hand on his shoulder, I'm leading him out the door. Not around my stuff, please.
Okay. As
And
I walk out, pushed out.
I take the cigarette he offered me. I begin to walk out the door. You know, a pipe would do you much better. You look more sophisticated as I put the cigarette in my mouth. Or even cigars.
I thought that stuff like made you like high, right? Cigarettes are fine.
Not cigar, unless you're putting something else in them. You get a lighter as I start walking towards my car.
Not in the hallway, Professor. There's a lot of people around here.
Screw them. Come on, let's go. We gotta get moving. We're running out of time.
Okay. And as we walk out, I light up and I offer both of it to us, and I just follow him to his car.
The sun is setting in the late afternoon sky. A gust of frigid wind disturbs your hoodie, Maddox. The parking lot is a thick layer of slush covering ice. You can hear the wet sounds of cars driving outside of it.
Open up the car door. Sit down inside of it.
As I sit down, whew, you keep it clean, Professor. I respect that. Put my seatbelt on.
At least something's got to be clean. I turn the car on, and TLC's No Scrubs blazes through the speakers. I turn it down. Hit eject on the cassette tape.
Whoa. What are we going to listen to now? I like that song.
You like TLC?
Yeah.
I'm down if you're down as I push the cassette back in.
Oh, yeah. And I lean back. I recline the chair back. My hands behind my back.
I press the cigarette lighter in as I begin to drive off towards the Two Trees bar. Two Trees Tavern.
The windshield fogs. It's a slightly chaotic drive over to the Two Trees. The bar is on a steep Seattle hill with a small parking garage next to it.
Professor, did you know that there's a city underneath Seattle?
What are you talking about, Maddox?
Yeah, they had like I think like prostitutes funded the city, Professor.
I don't know.
You're not from here?
No, I'm from down south. What are you talking about?
Okay, Professor. Sorry. A different topic for another day.
I guess. You quit spending so much time on the internet.
Not even that much.
Gingerly pulling into the parking garage, finding an open parking spot, parking next to everybody else's cars who's here.
Okay. We got work to do. And I sit up the chair, unbuckle, open the door.
I hold up a hand. Say, pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3-drink limit.
All right, fair enough.
I begin to walk towards the door, the bar door.
The sounds of conversation briefly strike your ears as the door opens as someone leaves. There's a breath of warm air. You can hear laughter and chatting inside.
Look over to Maddox. The world's your oyster. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Woo! And I take my gloves off, stow them in a pocket, and I stand there, look around. Not going in yet.
There's a rush of cold air, and the light pitter patter splashing as a car drives through the slush behind you.
Open up the door, step inside, hear the subtle, dulcet tones of George Jones and Merle Haggard singing Yesterday's Wine. I scan the room looking for someone of recognition, a familiar face.
Through the translucent glass in the kind of like the specific dining room section that's been reserved, you could hear the voice of several people you recognize. Stephen Morgan, other members of the school staff.
I give a final glance back to Maddox, gesturing in with my head. Come on, dude.
Do you want me to sit with you, or?
You're free to do whatever you want, man. I got some business to take care of.
Okay, sweet. And I walk in, avoiding being. As soon as I see someone I know, I'll make efforts to avoid them. I don't want to be seen. Scanning around, looking for anyone I know.
The rich green grassy carpet ruffles as you walk across it. This is a bar for it evokes an older style of bar like Cheers or something like that. There's a lot of brass tubing, green carpet. It's unlikely anyone you know socially would be caught in a place like this, Maddox.
I tap my Marlboros on the counter, take a seat at the bar, and I wave to Matthew. I'll be right here. Just let me know when y'all are done.
I give him a wink and a nod, turn, walking towards the dining area. As I crest through the door, look up at the wall, and I see an old golf trophy with names blazoned across the bottom. My name, along with Morgan and Zaz.
As you step into the reserved dining area, you are noticed all at once by the members of the party. A dead silence instantly falls, and your colleagues appear shocked at your arrival. Stephen Morgan, sitting at the head of the table, raises an eyebrow as you enter. Matthew, what are you doing here?
Walking in with an unbothered swagger. Stevie, baby, how you doing, man? Hey, what's going on, party people? Looking around at the other folks, the silence deafening. I'm here for the get together. I always show up to these, you know me.
Melina Wiles, a fellow professor, has a napkin placed to her mouth, her eyes wide at you. Stephen says, I would think that you would be spending some time preparing or trying to figure out what to do. This is the topics we're going to talk about tonight are not very important compared to anything else, really.
I order a Coke at the bar and see the person next to me wearing sunglasses. I pull out a $10 from my wallet, slide it to him. Hey man, $10 for your glasses.
The middle-aged balding man wearing the striped golf shirt that you slide the $10 smirks at you and laughs. He says, "Sure, kid, you want these glasses? I got these in Florida, down in swamp country. What do you need? You need sunglasses?" He flips them off and smiles as he hands them to you. He says, "Easiest $10 I ever made, man."
I tap him on the shoulder and
what do you need glasses for?
I just thought they looked nice. Hey, thanks, man. I put them on and look to the waiter. Oh, can I have that Coke, please? Just a Coke.
The waiter steps behind the bar and says, "It'll just be a second." He picks out the soda gun and begins to fill a highball glass with Coca-Cola.
I look to the others. Oh, if we're talking about all that nonsense about the Shakespeare summary, that's a bunch of hogwash.
Melina takes her napkin off of her mouth and asks, "So you didn't do it?"
No, are you kidding me? Listen, I don't know where he got someone to write his paper for him, but I mean, y'all have seen Jeffrey's work. It could use some work, but yeah, I mean, I went back and looked at my because I mean, I maybe thought he stole my old submission from way back in the day. I gave a wink to Steven. Snubbed you on that one, buddy. But yeah, our papers weren't even similar.
Steven looks at you and says, "Yes, you did pull in a higher rank from that contest all those years ago. That is right. You do remember that. But that's true. I don't really know what to say because it's if he didn't write it, who did? That's all. That's basically the scuttlebutt of what we've been talking about this whole time."
I take the Coke from the bartender or the waiter.
Thank you. Waiter says, "Do you want a straw?" He reaches over and slides the straw into the highball glass.
No, thanks. Thank you. And I put the glasses on and take my backpack with me, start walking towards a booth or a chair empty nearby where the professors are.
Mm-hmm.
Take a seat in plain view of them where I can hear them loud and clear. Take out a copy of Godel's proof, open it in front of me on the desk, and begin to eavesdrop on their conversation.
Make an aware.
Failure.
The murmuring of the bar, the noise of a golf game turned on the TV over to the side, is drowning out the conversation in the somewhat distant dining room.
My face goes a bit grim. Wait, you folks don't seriously think that I wrote Jeffrey's paper for him, did you?
Stephen Morgan smiles a little bit. And he says, "No, I think you're an honest man." Melina says, "Well, no, I don't think so. If I were asked, I would say no."
Well, then what's all this about then?
Well, it's just news. It's just rumor. We're not accusing. We're on your side, Matthew. I hope, says Stephen Morgan. We hope that you're going to get through this. It's a pretty serious accusation, and there's kind of rumors that the reason why they're investigating you is that Zaz says that you wrote it for him.
Well, so what? He says that I wrote it for him. I went back and looked at my own writing on the subject, and we didn't even choose the same paper. I don't know what's going on. And my voice gets a little bit louder. I don't know what's going on here. But I think someone's out to get me. Something's not right. And if y'all don't have the guts to stand up for a fellowman in this endeavor, then I don't know what kind of friends you think you are.
Stephen looks at you and says, I want to participate. I want to speak honestly in the investigation, and I'll support you that way. That's all I'm gonna say. I believe in the investigation, and I believe that you're innocent, and I'll testify that effect. Maddox.
A thick textbook reading Godel's proof slams in the middle of the table as my lunky 20-year-old frame sits down, saunters next to Melina. Take my sunglasses off, drop them on the table.
You are? Are you? Oh, you're the TA.
He didn't do none of this shit, you guys.
I step forward. Maddox, that's enough.
He fucking didn't do nothing.
Maddox,
are you hearing me?
Mind your language. You are in the presence.
I've been working for this guy for like 15 weeks, and he's spot clean. And that paper that little kid Jeffrey wrote is garbage.
The Stephen Morgan smirks a little bit and says, "Well, I'm glad you have supporters, Matthew. You formed a strong relationship with this young man, so it's very clear that you love your students a lot. But we were all saying before, there's no need to shout. Maddox, is it?"
I chug the Coke and I slam the cup on the table. It's Maddox!
Well, we're just talking. We're just talking about the topic. We all support Matthew.
I walk up behind Maddox, put a hand on his shoulder. Say, what are you doing? Get out of here now.
You said I could do whatever I want.
It's not what I meant. You know what I meant.
Hey, it sounds like someone's getting a little rowdy, right?
I start leading him out of the separate area.
And as he starts leading me, I say to other people there, y'all can put me down as a supporter of Professor Matthew Faraday. Okay, he didn't do jack. And I take
the glass that he was drinking from. I smell it. What is this?
There's no smell, Matthew. It's just Coke. Jeez.
Set it on the bar, sort of dragging him by his arm, trying to get him out the door.
Whoa. You don't have to. I'm just going to drink my Coke and read my book. What are you doing?
Stephen kind of leans back in his chair and says, at this point, I feel that we should call the staff meeting off. There's tempers are flaring. We can deal with the discussion of the repainting job of the downstairs offices at a later date. It doesn't need to be today. Check for additional messages that I'll send via the email. We all wish you the best, Matthew. At that, Melina reaches over to her coffee and starts to drink it.
I give them all a thumbs up as I'm pulling Maddox out of the bar.
I laugh to myself. Why don't they believe you? It seems like the other guy believed you.
I don't know. Seems like such a minuscule thing to get so bent out of shape over. I think back to my time with Thomas, Jeffrey's father, our friendship, the games of golf that we played. It's not, but it makes no sense. Why would he? I give a sigh. Come on, let's get out of here.
And I put the glasses on, start walking to the garage.
The bald guy in the golf shirt gives you a thumbs up as you leave, Maddox. Looking good, man.
All right, thanks, big dog. As I shut the bar door behind Matthew and I.
The cold evening air now assaults you. It is quite chilly.
Start walking over to the car. I have my phone in my hand, typing in an old number. Hold the phone to my ear. Calling Thomas.
Ralph, who you calling?
The phone rings. The phone rings. After several rings, you hear Thomas's voice. Hello, you've reached the Zaz residence. This is Thomas, but I'm not available right now, so go ahead and leave a message. And
slump down in the car. Maddox, what do you want to do right now?
I crack the door open, lean down on the passenger side, look at him. Go home.
Let's go home. I turn the car back on. The next song in the TLC tape begins to play.
You have a lawyer, right? And I sling my bag down into the passenger side caddy, close the door.
Not for a long time. Not since not for a long time. What? Do you know anybody?
My dad's a lawyer.
Is he?
He went to University of Washington too. I mean, you don't know?
I never got down to the law side of things.
You ever heard of Alex Carr?
I look over to a bench on the side of the road with a bright smiling face emblazoned on it, a man in a suit with the name Alex Carr. I was wondering where I heard that name before. I begin to pull away, start driving back towards the campus. Maddox, you here in a dorm?
Yeah.
Start driving towards the dorms. The trip back, I begin to tell a story about my friendship with Thomas Zaz, the woman that I was married to at the time, married young. Woman's name was Sheila. Begin to talk about Thomas's progressions towards her. He tried reaching out and establishing a connection, and one thing led to another, and ... I found out, and of course the marriage was called off, and she basically took everything. I've slowly pieced the parts of my life back together, and Thomas gained notoriety in the university, and he's basically made it his life's goal to make mine a living hell.
I signaled to him, yeah, just right over here. Oak Hall, North Camp.
The lights of the parking lot illuminate snowflakes falling down from the sky. At this moment, boop, 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 boop. Maddox, your phone got a text message.
I pull out my BlackBerry, flip it open.
It's a number that you don't recognize. Hi, Maddox. This is Rebecca. I got your phone number from the registry. Do you want to go to a house party? It's in a mansion. I can send you the address.
I read it out loud as the car shifts and turns through the streets of Washington. And I say after I read it out loud, oh, well, Professor, I'm pretty beat. Do you think they stay sober at these parties? Sober-minded?
Is it a party?
Mansion party, apparently. I don't know. There were mansions in Seattle.
Oh, sure. All depends on where you go. What was that address again?
I show it to him.
I slam on the brakes, seeing the address. You were invited to this party?
It was that girl from a while ago. Why?
The address is where Zaz lives.
Let's go pay him a visit. I put it into gear. Begin to pass by the dorms, hopping onto one of the many highways, weaving around towards the more affluent.
As my dorm passes by, I kind of mutter under my breath, but that was my. We're going to the party?
I have a sinister grin on my face. Oh, don't you worry, Maddox. I'll get you home in time for Adult Swim to come on. Don't worry.
Oh, Lord.
As you pull into the ritzy and upscale North Capitol Hill Millionaires Row, you can see the snow begins to come down even harder. Cars on the street crowding around the Zaz mansion are becoming encrusted already. On the Zaz mansion roof, an enormous scale model of Santa Claus's sleigh with wire frames of reindeer lit up with a large red nose at the top. You can hear the thrumming of music inside.
Oh my god. This place is freaking ritzy, Professor. Bumming my cigarette in my mouth as I lower down the side window, crank it.
I cut the heat on just a little bit more and begin to pull forward. Say, you speaking of Jim Carrey, did you see that that Grinch movie that he was in?
I'm sorry, Professor. I don't really like Christmas movies. I don't watch them.
I reach into my back seat and pull out my ugly Christmas sweater that I wore to the faculty party last week.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
This is Retribution. I put it on. A big knitted scene of Santa Claus on top of a home with a bottle of bourbon in his hand. The reindeer splayed across the lawn as they've fallen off the wagon. No pun intended. I grab my cane. Open the door. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Begin to walk towards the house.
The thrumming of music gets louder. You can see the red and green Christmas lights encircling every window. The large size, the radius of a quarter. The two strong wood doors leading into the mansion stand there.
I go off to one side of the lawn before stepping onto the stoop. I look over to Maddox. Hey, make some snowballs.
I stand trepid across from him. I make a weird face. Professor, I drop the cig, stomp it. What the hell are we doing here?
just some good old-fashioned payback. I mean, he wants to ruin my life. I'll give him what for, as I'm making a snowball in my hands, set it off to one side.
What is this going to do, Professor?
I don't know. Hopefully make everything a little bit more lighthearted.
That's true. It is an old-ass paper. And we don't really want you to lose your job. I don't want you to lose your job, Professor.
I think you're right. I drop the snowball onto the ground. I don't know. Maybe we could find Jeffrey in here. Get some answers.
What are you thinking? Beat his ass up? Interrogate him?
No. Gosh, man. No. You kidding me? I mean, I could, but no. Man.
I mean, it's one way of getting information.
It's a very bad way of getting information.
What, are we just going to ask him nicely? He's going to say, yeah, you're right. I lied.
He's a wuss. He's a scaredy cat. We tell him that we know more than he thinks we know, and we scare it out of him. We ain't got to beat him up, but we got options.
How old is the guy? He must be like your age, right?
Well, his dad is, but I mean, Jeffrey, he's about yours.
Okay, I got this. Don't you worry, Matthew. I'll get something out of this kiddo. And then I follow after him, stepping up the steps onto the big doors.
A heavy rap with the knockers, waiting for an answer.
An incredibly even after just a couple seconds, you hear the loud clunk of the door being unlocked, and the warm air floating in through the central entranceway provides some warmth to your face. A rather heavy set man wearing a Santa hat, a fake beard, and wielding a clipboard looks down at you from 2 steps upwards. Yeah, okay. Name?
I step up the 2 steps and I point a finger on the list, pushing it down, trying to get a quick glance at a name.
Give me a finesse.
As he does so, I walk up behind him and give the guy a mean look. Are you kidding? You don't know who we are?
He pulls the clipboard back away from Matt's finger. Listen, I was hired to do security for. I'm an assistant here. Don't give me a hard time if you're not on the list.
And I'm an old friend of the man of the house. I don't have time for these trivialities. Let us through.
Let's see. The bouncer shrugs. He says, "Okay, well, you know that there's a party here. Are you, any of you a +1? Like, I don't want to get into a fight here. I don't want to have to call the cops. But
I gently put a hand.
I know you guys have probably been drinking a little bit, so
Leslie.
Cops won't be necessary. Listen, I'm a professor at the university. Jeffrey is one of my students. There's some very important business that goes far beyond all this riffraff and all this noise. I must speak with him.
All right. You want to stay here and I'll get him for you?
Fine.
How about you?
He's with me. He's not going anywhere. I give a look to Maddox.
I shrug, returning the same idea.
The bouncer locks the door and begins to proceed up the stairs towards the louder music. The two of you are alone.
I mean, there's got to be a different way of getting in here, right, Professor? And I start looking around, seeing if there's any windows on the front wall.
If there's anything that I've learned in my almost 60 years of life, sometimes the only thing you can do is wait. I have a seat on the front stoop.
The backyard is encased, or the front yard, excuse me. The front yard is encased in thick snow. After a few moments, the front door unlocks, and the bouncer walks out. Yeah, man, he doesn't want to see you. You're gonna have to leave.
I speak up and I walk to him, getting a little bit closer than what's comfortable for most people's personal space. Leslie, I'm going to tell your parents about your damn boyfriend if you don't let us in. Okay? Yeah, that's right. I saw you too.
The bouncer raises an eyebrow. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Shut the hell up, bro. Let us in. Mom and dad are gonna know their son's a damn queer.
A handle of a cane rests on your shoulder as I begin to pull you back towards the steps.
I'll look him in the eye.
Let's go ahead and do a difficult will.
Failure for sure. Failure. 82.
The bouncer just kind of shrugs at you and says, "Listen, I think you guys need to sleep off whatever you've been drinking, but you're not on the guest list of the party and you can't come in." He moves to close the door.
I put my cane in the doorway. The cheap wooden cane snaps under the weight of the heavy door. It's still sort of bumped back, but it's cracked down the center. I go, "You have got to be kidding me. You are going to do this to a poor, crippled man?"
The bouncer grabs the cane fragments and tosses them out onto the snow, and moves to shut the door again.
I, now getting closer to the door, I press against it. "I mean, seriously, you young people have no respect for your elders today," trying to push against and get inside.
Go ahead and roll body.
Failure.
The door shuts with a resounding clang, and you can hear the locking mechanism close. Through the door, you can hear the muffled voice of the bouncer. Listen, you guys are trespassing now. You got to get out of here, or I'm going to call the cops. I'll be watching through this window.
Hey, we could sue your ass. You just broke a crippled man's freaking cane, dude.
Standing perfectly fine, hands on my hips, I pick up the cheap pot metal decoration that went on the handle and say, "That's $5. I'm not getting back." I chuck it into the snow. Let's get out of here, Maddox.
We gotta at least beat that Jeffrey kid up before we go, Matt.
No. As the good book says, you should turn the other cheek. As I drop the backside of my pants and moon the party.
Oh, snap! And I stand next to him and I follow suit. Ha ha! Dropping my trowel.
You can barely hear a little bit of grumbling from through the muffled door, but nothing else.
I stand up, buckling my trousers back together. I say, "Maddox, let's go back to my office. I think we can do a little bit more research. Maybe get to the bottom of this."
Yeah, this whole thing was a whole lot of nothing, Professor. I gotta be honest. And I start walking down the steps. As I do so, I say, "I got nothing against queers, by the way. I just thought it would, let us in. Just thought I had to say that."
I say nothing as I open up the door.
Okay. And I get in the car.
I sit down and pop out the TLC cassette and pop in a new one, and the voice of Fred Durst begins to blare through the speakers.
I pull out my phone, start scrolling for my dad's contact. "Professor, you mind turning the volume down? I'll see if Alex knows something."
I drop it down. Sorry about that.
Here, let me dial him. And
I'm going to move to break stuff if you catch my meaning.
It's fine. And I press on the quick dial for my dad.
All right. After 2 rings, the crackling voice of your father, hey kiddo, what's going on? Is there something the matter? Let me try to get out of bed.
"Hey, Daddy, I know it's pretty late. I know you told me to avoid parties, but I tried going into one today."
Did you get hurt? Why? Is there emergency? What's going on?
Hey, I just do you still have your old papers from college?
The papers from my papers from college. Yeah, I guess I do.
Do you remember? Were you batchmates with someone named Matthew Faraday? Do you remember?
The Alex says, he was in a couple of my classes, but I didn't know him very well.
And obviously, the Zazzes, right? You remember Thomas Zaz?
Yeah, I met him once or twice. What's this all about?
So something's going on with Professor Faraday. They're saying that he wrote a paper for a kid and that he might lose his job over it. Just wondering if you could help me out with it, please.
I can. This is the professor that you liked, right? Like, are you talking about?
I'm TAing for him. Yeah.
I could. I mean, I can help you guys out. But it's gonna have to wait till morning.
I look at my watch. Oh, it's like 4 a.m. Sorry, Dad. I mean, it's pretty much morning already.
I continue driving along, trying to listen into the conversation that's happening, mulling over in my mind where he could have possibly gotten this paper from. It's clearly not mine.
I look at Matthew as I ask my dad the question. So, you said it's okay for you to help us in the morning?
Yeah, come by the office in the morning. I'll be up. I gotta go get back to bed, kiddo. But I'll give you a lot of help in the morning. You hear while he's talking, you hear a boop 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 text message sound.
And I respond to him, okay, Dad, good night. Love you. Bye-bye. I hang up.
The text message on your phone is from Rebecca again. Hey, you never showed up at the party. We're going to the after party at Hank's bar. Do you want to come?
Professor?
Yeah.
She sends you another text message. Apparently some weird guy tried to break in.
Yeah, okay. Professor, do you mind driving me home? We can deal with all this in the morning.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I shutter my flip phone and put it away.
Keep driving to the to the dorms. When we get there, I put the car into park. I look over to Maddox. Hey man, I'm really sorry that kept you out so late. Didn't mean to rope you into any of this. This isn't your concern. So
no, man, I appreciate it. This was kind of fun.
I guess us old farts have it in us every once in a while.
I put a hand on his shoulder. Good night, Matthew.
Night, kid.
When I got out of his car.
The snow, the blizzard is in full force now. Snow blanketing everything. And the lights flicker briefly in this snowstorm. But the evening story is over. We will continue. at another point. All right, and we're gonna call it there.
Yeah,
a cliffhanger. Let's call it that.
Cliffhanger.
Oh man.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sorry. Yeah, dude, we kind of drew that out. I don't know. Maybe I could have been faster with it somehow, but that's just how it went.
Yeah, I'll just be honest. I was struggling a little bit there because I was trying to keep stuff grounded, but it was also like. So I would say giving myself an instant review, not my best GMing. But
so
I think we were. I think we were working pretty well with the premise. So
yeah. I would
commendations to all of us.
Yes, yeah. I think we all did a good job of being in character. The academia thing is kind of tricky because we nailed the academia. I think we could have done a little bit better keeping it dramatic. I would have been okay with a little bit more just conflict in general. Like
more conflict. Okay.
Like when I think and conflict as in like immediate, not physical violence per se,
right?
But I love when really grounded games switch in an instant. You know, it's
got you.
I was talking to Dean with from Gallows Humor Games, and we were talking about like different tones of games that we want to explore.
Yeah.
And I was talking about the first time I saw Full Metal Jacket, the very first time I saw Full Metal Jacket, and if you seen that film?
I don't remember. What's the premise of that again?
It's
is that the Warface guy?
Yes, yeah. Vietnam War. The beginning of the movie starts off with the drill instructor basically chewing up all the new recruits.
Okay,
yeah. And just throwing them down and beating them up and all that fun stuff. And the movie starts off as to someone who isn't familiar with the film, if they were like me and they only saw the parts where Arlie Ermy is just making fun of them and yelling at them, and the better part of you ran down the ended up as a spot on the bed sheet drying and crap like that.
Right.
If you only ever saw those moments, you would have thought, oh, this is just like a fun romp sort of thing, and oh well, maybe the movie ends and they win over the mean drill instructor and it's a happy ending. But then you get to the scene where Private Pyle ends himself, and it's this jarring, like almost disgusting shift in tone,
right?
Where this like simple, oh, this is like a fun thing we're doing, goes dark super quick. But it's not like it's gruesome, but it's not like gore for the sake of gore.
Okay. I'm not quite following where you're going, Uriah. Are you saying you wanted to end with a dramatic suicide? Is that what
No. I mean just that sudden tonal shift.
Right. Okay.
We're in this grounded world.
Yeah.
And then we find something like it's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen Geeks, but that the moment where it's like, oh yeah, I was going out for a leisurely stroll, and then I found a dead body wrapped in plastic. Like just this sudden, just instant change in tone. That's what I tend to think more when it comes to like drama. Just this immediate high stakes. And we kind of got into that. I guess for me it was hard to sort of piece things together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll kind of explain the thing I was going for, which is I wanted the stakes to be you're going to lose tenure.
Sure.
So I wasn't really going for like violence and death.
Right.
That's not where I was going.
Yeah. But
the stakes was you're going to lose tenure. This kid accused you. You don't know why. So then there's the house party, and you guys go to the house party, and that wouldn't be kind of like the world interaction part where it's like you're doing stuff, you're sneaking around, you're trying to convince people. There's different characters. There's like the hot box room where everyone's smoking weed. So I was thinking about kind of like a lot of locations based off of that. So that was kind of like the game plan that I had, which is basically there's a fucking kid that accused you of shit, and he's having a house party that Maddox is invited to. So that was kind of like the large session.
That was sort of the baseline.
Yeah, so that was kind of like how I was thinking about it.
Sure.
I think some things that I've flubbed was the bouncer again, like the bouncers that say, because I want to have like there's somebody at the door that asks you, oh, come in, or something like that. But I feel like I don't know if I should have done the bouncer in that way. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's too out of the ordinary to have. I mean, having a person there at the door, but you know, I tend to be the kind of person who my NPCs are too naive. Like they're just like, oh yeah, hey, come in, you know, raid my fridge and crap like that. Like I was, whenever we played Chaos Ensues, I was going back and watching it while I was editing it. I'm like, dang, all my NPCs are just, yeah, sure, whatever, man, go for it. You know, there's no resistance there. I'm like, well, shoot, how do I balance that? You know, but I don't think you did anything wrong with the bouncer.
Right.
Plus, we had some pretty crappy rolls.
Yeah, you guys.
That's just kind of like,
all right, you guys failed.
I didn't succeed once.
I don't think I did either.
Rough.
I don't think I did either. But
but so I wasn't quite sure what to do. It was also that I thought the green bar, what was it called? Green Tree Bar. I thought that was very atmospheric.
Yes. Yeah.
But I thought that like was atmospheric, but really that there was one guy that smirked at you, and that was the only thing that happened to move, quote unquote, the plot.
Yeah. Well, I think we did a good job of making the world feel alive.
Yeah.
I loved. I mean, ARTAJ, how you kept interacting and kept anchoring yourself, even when, because I feel like a lot of this game was kind of circled around my character, and ARTAJ was kind of a tag along, not as a bad thing, but like, you know, but you did an excellent job of keeping yourself rooted and grounded where you're at, and
you know, absolutely.
I loved how you injected yourself into the conversation towards the end. You're like, this guy works his tail off.
Yeah. That was fantastic. I think like, the way the bar section played out was excellent. And a lot of the reason why it was excellent was because of your choices.
Yeah.
If I would have just been, okay, you're at the bar, you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Or like, you have to sneak around, or you have to ask questions later or something like that. But you kind of like put yourself in there, and that's good. That's great. So fantastic work there.
Absolutely.
I had a lot of fun. I really was trying to get into the head of this guy.
Yeah.
And if I was in his shoes and I lived the way he did, I mean, at the outset I said he's just a math guy, he doesn't really do much.
Sure.
But when I got there, I was like, I kind of got in a feeling like I felt like I had to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Right.
Matter of fact, I wanted to punch the bouncer. I wanted to like get in his face and punch him.
I mean, I think that you guys did get very thuggish at the end.
Sure.
That's fine. Yeah. Like just go with it. But like I also in terms of like the nerd that doesn't go to parties but is taking a poetry class, and then you heightened that, which is like this kid's actually very emotional and defensive of math. So like I thought that's a really great choice, because that's one reason why I always play barbarians in Dungeons and Dragons, is even though like let's all be honest, I would be a wizard. I don't know. But I feel like that's kind of like closer to my real world personality, but like I want shit to happen in Dungeons and Dragons, so I always play the barbarians. So like, I hate you, I smash
the default to move things forward.
So that's I totally what you mean. I totally support that you turned your character into a more emotional thing, because it's also like the accusations are very emotional. So seeing someone you respect deal with all this shit, it's great.
Yeah.
I like that you pointed out that I like that Uriah pointed out the tone, because there were times maybe I shouldn't have made a couple jokes there if I was thinking, oh, the tone was supposed to be dramatic.
Yeah. I was not offended at any of the jokes you made. So the World of Warcraft one was kind of funny. So
yeah.
No, it didn't catch. I mean, tonally, I don't think it really hurt anything. Because dramatic doesn't necessarily mean 100% serious all the time.
Right.
You can have those little moments of levity. I would just warn against doing that too much, where it becomes sort of a shtick. But I think you did fine. I think you did great.
Yeah. So I have two comments based on that. One of them is very silly, but the Grinch movie is very anachronistic for 2002, Mr. Uriah. It was released in 2018.
Holy moly. No, the original Grinch movie.
The original
right?
Grinch movie. I thought but he mentioned the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
Yeah,
right?
that was like 2000.
It was 2000. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, like the OG one.
Oh, the OG.
You had the 1966, so that was like the animated version, and then you had the live action, and then you had the reanimated, like the 3D.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, My bad. I looked at the date of the new Grinch.
Yeah.
My mistake. Yeah. My bad.
I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like I grew up.
I jumped at that.
Personally,
okay. My other comment is a little bit more serious.
Sure.
What do you say for tone? We add touchstones to the un-PC, like examples of tone, because I feel like that's one thing that trips me up quite a bit. Is kind of like, what are we doing for tone? Because one thing that I had in my mind is, I forget what fucking movie it is, but it's like the tone was one of those nun movies where it's like the nuns are facing a dark secret that the Inquisition is coming to investigate for molestation or whatever. Or there's been a couple movies like that, but it's kind of like
was it the
it had some generic name like the Secret or the Cost.
Sure.
Or
was it the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman?
I don't know. I've only seen, this is a bad example because I've only seen the previews and I was like, oh, look at this vibe.
Yeah.
But like I was doing like what I was imagining for the kind of like the tone of dramatic academia was harsh tones and like
sure.
I thought like the big example was the silence when you guys walked into the green bar and the green tree bar and like he's the accused. Oh, we can't talk in front of him. Or like I thought that like I was maybe you would call that dramatic or maybe you'd call that suspense. Probably not suspense.
No. It was very dramatic. I think you hit the nail on the head. So to answer your question about touchstones, I think it's better to leave that up to the person, because the beauty of un-PC is that the interpretation can lead to more out there ideas, so having the tone be kind of up to interpretation, as long as that interpretation is established before the game begins, I think that's good. But as is the nature with these role-playing exercises, those natural emergent changes happen. So being okay with those subtle shifts in tone, being okay with like, okay, obviously as long as it's not turning into something entirely different,
right.
I think those subtle shifts are going to happen anyways, and I think it's okay that those things happen.
Okay.
But I am not opposed to the idea of discussing that. Like, okay, when we say dramatic, are we thinking like soap opera, or are we thinking more like, reality TV? Which
So rather than kind of like having like pre-baked touchstones, you're suggesting that it should be a basically a pre-game conversation a little bit. Which is
Yeah.
When I say dramatic, I mean this. When I say light, I mean this. Okay, got it.
And I'm not opposed to using like TV shows or movies as those examples, because if we're doing like an action film sort of thing, if it's an action tone, it could be the latter half of Aliens versus the beginning half of Predator, right?
Right.
So it's sort of that difference in
now I'm trying to the latter half of Aliens versus the beginning of Predator.
Yeah, machine guns blazing, and
okay,
versus like we've gone past all the scary stuff and now we're fighting back, that kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Anyway, fun sesh. I had a blast. There were some little awkward moments related to pacing, but I thought I felt like we crafted a really good story.
Yeah.
That could be expanded. Like I could see this being a movie, right? You know what I mean? Like where it's you've got, the accusation, you've got the Zaz character, you've got the TA that's helping, they've got the kind of like all that stuff. So I thought it was fantastic. In that regard.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
It feels good to be back in the seat. ARTAJ, dude, thank you so much for joining, man.
Yes,
thanks,
absolutely.
You guys.
I
thanks,
love playing with you.
Thank you, Chris. I wanted to say too, there might have been some moments, the way I confronted that buddy, at the end there. I hope that I didn't make anyone uncomfortable with that.
No, I mean, it was
very accurate.
Something you would see that in a movie.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, dude,
something that would happen.
This was early 2000s. My guy would bully him in this way.
Sure.
So,
okay. Sure. Yeah.
I'm completely unbothered. So
cool. I just know I was like kind of tiptoeing the line there, but all right.
Okay. Yeah. So let me actually say something a little bit stronger, which is that we're role playing and we're playing in RP and we're improvising a lot of stuff. So like the opposite of like not making moves like that is like being too scared and safe.
Yes.
So like I'm all for like say whatever, make moves in the moment. So I applaud you for doing that RP. So like
that was great.
Because because it's taking risks in the RP is great, and taking risks in your performance. So I would say no apology necessary.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think you did fun. Cool. So as is tradition, Chris, because you ran the game, you get to replace the setting.
Academia. Oh boy.
Some ideas we have. Of course, we got white collar. We got multiple personality. Escape room. I put down liminal, like a limit, like traversing a liminal space, kind of like a back room sort of thing.
Do you have a? This might be topical. Do you have a Cthulhu or like a setting on there? Everyone's talking about it in the Discord right now. You could do that. It's up to you, Chris.
I want to do. I don't know how to put it exactly, but what's it called? I know it's okay. Like an Antarctic base, or like a base at the bottom of the ocean, or like. So basically, the idea is in TV shows, I believe it's called a bottle show, which is basically you've got one small location, nobody can leave. There's some sort of personality or stuff. So I don't know exactly how to put that, but that would be kind of like sealed base or.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of the concept. I don't know how to express it.
That's a sick concept.
Yeah, because that really brings roleplay to the forefront, which is like, if you're trapped in the Antarctic winter, or you're trapped at the bottom of the ocean, like it's all going to be roleplay. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Trapped base.
Yeah, trapped base. Let me try to.
Like The Room.
The Room.
That's the
Tongue
one.
whistle.
Yeah.
Wait, no. That's not what I was thinking.
Not
The
that
one
room,
where
the other
it's
one.
like a mom and her like kid are
I
stuck in a
haven't seen
room.
that. Yeah.
What's the name of that movie? A mom and her kid are stuck in that room.
It's also called The Room.
It's called The Room, right?
It's not The Room.
It's not the one with Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, they have the same name for the movie.
I did not know it.
I did not hit her.
You're tearing
I
me
did not.
apart, Lisa.
Yeah, it's called The Room 2019, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Or
no, but it's not this. It's something. It's
like-
not that.
Like
No,
12
it's-
Angry Men. You know, it
Same
all
name.
takes place in a small, secluded area.
Yeah, well, so I think that's slightly different than what I was saying, which is basically in some sort of deadly environment. So it's
Gotcha.
It's not kind of like you can't leave the jury room. It's like you would die.
Sure.
You
That would
open
be
the
the
door.
connotation is more violent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
actually,
it's-
I actually
it's
really
more
like
dangerous.
that idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Elf Hunter brings up, it's kind of like The Thing.
Dust
the
Thing.
thing-
I was thinking of Dust Thing, bro.
The thing
Thing.
uses that setting as well, which is basically total isolation.
Yes.
Or I should say total isolation in danger.
I was gonna say when you mentioned Antarctica, my mind went straight to that movie. Love that movie.
Essential location.
Yeah. That's a more
Yeah.
pithy way to put it. Isolated base.
Cool. That was fun.
Well, that's that. Awesome. Yeah, great time. Thanks everybody for checking this out. For the folks who are watching this after the fact, thank you all so much. And for the folks that caught it live, as always, we greatly appreciate you. We had a couple people pop in, of course, Elf Hunter, who's blowing up the comments right now. We had Bacon pop in. Have a great game. Thank you, sir. Yeah, great time. Great folks. Great role playing. We're looking forward to the next couple of sessions coming up as the year winds down and we look to the future of sunsetting the weekly no preps. But yeah, thanks for folks for checking this out, and yeah, we wish you all the best, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for checking this out. Peace and God bless.
Adios.
Oh, check out all these guys' channels in the description. I am going to be doing the YouTube collaborator thing now.
Yeah.
So go subscribe to them. You can actually go see all of the no preps that Chris has been a part of finally now on his channel as well as mine.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah. But yeah. Thanks folks for checking this out. Peace.